Test 1, test 2.
Yep.
Gotcha. A little hotter here. There we go.
All right, Todd Maurer alongside Matt Morris. Little bonus basketball today, Morris.
A little bonus. A lot of bonus. A half hour of extra bonus on that one.
We had double overtime from Tinley and Heritage Christian, followed by a double overtime game from Phelan Academy and Indianapolis Shortridge. So our 3:30 game has turned into a 4:15 game.
You bet, but we're here.
We are at the Bob Weddick Tourney in Richmond, Indiana, where the Chargers are getting ready to do battle with Indianapolis Homeschool.
The Wildcats.
And this is audio only. We will kind of show the scoreboard. Don't know anything about the Wildcats. Max Preps knows nothing about the...
The only thing I know about him, Todd, is, I know one of the players here. This Waltner kid, I'm related to him. He's the first cousin.
Well, then you ought to be able to give us the rundown.
So they have, last year they were at this tournament, ran into them here. They have a homeschool national tournament that this Wildcat team actually did pretty well in last year, I think. And then talking to Waltner's mother, they use this and other tournaments the like to prep for that tournament, as well as play a schedule around where they can fill in.
Was he the kid that led them in scoring last year? I can't remember. They had a kid last year that was pretty good when we played them there on.
I didn't attend that game, so I couldn't tell you. But he's this kid right here taking the ball to the rack right now, 6'3". He's self-proclaimed double-double in his last two outings, one of them against Phelan there that just played, and I don't remember who they played before that. But I don't know. They got a fair amount of athletes here. We'll see what kind of a set they bring to us and how North Decatur's shooting. That's always seems to be the case, is how well we're going to do is whether we can put the ball in the hoop.
Chargers lost by 4 this morning to Seton Catholic in a very close, contested battle.
Heated exchange, nonetheless. They had their legs about them. That was one thing we commented at that game. They had their legs underneath them a little better than they had most of the day yesterday. And we'll see what they got after the long break. That game was at 10:30. Of course, the overtimes gave them a little more rest, I guess.
Well, yeah.
So they should be fresh.
I don't know if they went 8 or not, but they ought to have time for their food to digest.
That's for sure. Wildcats, they field a roster here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of them. One down there. So mixed bag. They've got all sizes. They've got 6'3" down to 5'11", 5'10" in their backcourt. So we'll see what the formation they defend this Charger basketball team and how we're going to attack it.
Well, what I kind of remember last year, Matt, is they like to get to the basket. There wasn't a lot of outside shooting, but like I say, I don't remember any of the kids, and maybe it's none of the same kids, but when I looked on Max Preps, it didn't show anything since 2021.
Yeah, that's probably about right. So this will be the Chargers' last outing here at the Bob Wedding Memorial Tournament. They've had some tough losses, but I don't know, Todd. I feel like they've learned a lot here of who they are as a team and what they need to work on going back to the gym, and that's why we play these, I guess.
Well, and they've looked really good when shots go in and struggled a little bit when shots don't go in, but that's can be said for any team. So
I thought defensively they had spurts where they looked like just about as collected as they've been all season defensively. Most notably that last game over in the other gym, but they really put together a third and fourth quarter that changed the way that team was playing. They got physical. They got a little gritty in that game, and they looked as good as it had. All right, quick warm-up. We're going to get this thing underway.
Chargers go with their normal starting lineup of Morris, Palmer, Maurer, Muckerhide, and Youngman.
Morris and Waltner will meet at center court for the tip. 6'3" versus 6'1". Exchange, Waltner wins. Wildcat basketball to start the thing. Brought up by Owen. Luke Owen kicks it over to the wing. It's Dove. Swinging around the horn. content to work the perimeter. Very similar offensive style here so far as what the Chargers will bring out. Now we got to drive to the bucket. Kick back to the corner. Having a hard time getting any penetration. Moore strips it away for a Wildcat turnover. Back the other way, Muckerhide's North Decatur's first possession. Muckerhide breaks him down at the top of the key, kicks it over to the wing to Parmer. Now to Maurer to the top of the key. Parmer back on the wing, gives it to Morris at the top. He trips, falls to the ground. Dove steals it away, dumps it off, and Wildcats are the first to strike. Luke Owen gets their first bucket off the give and go. Quickly to the other end is Muckerhide. Muckerhide climbs the ladder and puts one in.
2-2 here in the H&R Block first quarter.
Waltner have a hard time handling it over by the scorer's table. He saves it to his own Owen, who just scored the bucket. He's on the wing. He dribbles down the paint, kicks it over to the corner. Ochin misses the three-point attempt. Charger basketball. Muckerhide walks it up 2-2 here early. In the first, Muckerhide on the wing, hesitates, goes right to the rack. Right to the rack.
Nice drive.
Nice little step there by Muckerhide, his second bucket of the game. Owen brings it across the timeline. Muckerhide gives guard to the point there. Exchange to Gurley. Back to Owen. They play one post down there. They give him the feed. That's Ochin. Ochin passes across to Wampner. A little big-to-big exchange. Ochin's got it back. He kicks a nice pass over to the left wing. The right wing. That three is off the mark. Chased down in the corner by Wampner. Wildcats retain possession on the offensive rebound.
Traveled.
Step back. No dice. That step back there by Ochin. Come up short of the rim, out of bounds. Charger basketball.
Hopefully the Chargers' memory's good from this gym. We shot the ball well in here yesterday.
Yeah, we did. Muckerhide fakes off the ball screen, takes it to the cup, off the mark with the left-hander, tipped out of bounds by the Chargers. It'll be Wildcat basketball.
Chargers leading 4-2 here in this H&R Block first quarter.
Owen drives off the ball screen to the wing. Now he kicks it back to Ochin. Ochin fires up the three. It's halfway down, rattles out. Cooper Parmer on the rebound, but he throws it away. Quick turnover in the front court, and Waltner collects it, puts it in.
Know what Cooper was looking at there. He threw it to the white team.
4-4. 4:53 left in the first. Muckerhide brings it down. Owen guards him at the top of the key. Kicks over to the corner to Maurer. Maurer still has his dribble. Takes it baseline. Little floater on the baseline, halfway down and out. Rebounded Waltner. Back the way, up goes Ochin, or Gurley, excuse me. Gurley scores that on the spin move on the block.
Good job by Mason cutting him off, but then let him spin back on him to the basket. So
Muckerhide trying to shake his defender. That's Luke Owen giving all Caden wanted to handle there, going around the ball screen, and a little too much so. Too much contact, gets whistled for the foul.
Chargers will be inbound in the center line.
Muckerhide off the ball screen, goes straight all the way down to the left block and lays it in.
Good job, Brady sealed his man and made an open lane there for Caden. Gets right to the bucket, his third bucket here in this first quarter. Got all 6 points.
Owen drives off of Wampner's ball screen, switch with Cooper and Muckerhide. And a quick kick to the corner to Dove. Dove's off the mark on the three-pointer, and an over the back here, I believe, on the big fella. Yep, Wampner got busted for the over the back on that rebound. North Decatur basketball.
That's their second here in the first quarter. Number 23 checks in for the Wildcats. 20 will take a seat.
Adrian Simmons comes in here. Youngman throws an errant pass to the top of the key. It's corralled quickly by Owen. Owen, nice bounce pass to Ochin. Gurley, I'll get him right. Gurley scores. They don't know any different at home. Gurley scores 8-6 now. Lead, advantage Wildcats. Muckerhide, strong dribble to the block, up and in. Muckerhide's got 8 this quarter, all 8. All of them have come by drives to the bucket, too. Simmons dribble drives to the center of the lane, dumps off to Waltner. Pass got away from him a little bit. That's a turnover.
Second turnover on the Wildcats.
Boy, it's a revolving door on that Wildcats sideline. Two more guys come in.
15 and 12 looks like. Or 13 maybe, whatever that is there at the center
13.
court.
Ben Owen, possibly Luke's brother. Morris catches it on the wing, feeds the high post to Cooper. Curls coming around. Muckerhide's the second one. He pulls up, kicks to the corner. No shot from Maurer. We swing it around to Parmer. Parmer takes a three from the opposite side. Morris soars in for the offensive rebound, kicks it out to Maurer. Save possession, second chance opportunity on the way. Chase Youngman, 3 from the wing is good.
There we go. Youngman with the Charger in the barn gives the Chargers a 11-8 lead.
Rogers dribbles to the elbow, kicks back to Gurley. Gurley drives all the way to the rack and a nice reverse layup out of Gurley.
Cooper's got to do a better job closing out there. He went flying out there at him.
Well, keep an eye on 22. He's got 6 of their 10 at the moment. Youngman dribbles right down the center lane, pulls up with a right baby hook and a nice shot there by Chase. Did the Wildcats take that timeout, Todd?
30-second timeout by the Wildcats. Chargers leading 13-10 here, a minute 59 to go in the H&R Block first quarter.
Boy, so now you know about the Wildcats. I mean, you've seen them for, 6 minutes of gameplay here, and I don't know about you, Todd, but I think they're built incredibly similar to us.
Yep.
Offensive sets seem very similar. They're content to get a drive to the bucket and kick, use the perimeter and slice and dice off of it. And got to shut down that drive by Aaron Gurley, though. He seems to be pretty proficient with the basketball in the paint.
Yeah, they haven't hit a 3 yet, though, have they, Matt?
I don't think they've taken one, have they?
Yeah, they shot a couple down here in the corner. Number 20 did.
Yeah, that's right. Wildcat basketball after the timeout. Inbounded to Luke Owen, who walks it up the floor. Luke Owen's a 5'10 guard. They're all 5'10 or 6'2. That's all there is.
Somebody broke the mold.
Swing pass over to Rogers. Down deep into the corner. 3 on the way by Owen. Ben Owen misses the 3. Chargers collect the rebound. Muckerhide walks it up. He's got Ochin on him. Ochin doing a nice job staying with Muck. Throws to the high post in Cooper. Cooper looking for the curls coming off. Here comes Youngman. Muckerhide gets the second one. Muckerhide's got a seam to the paint. Morris has got backside board. He's up and gets it. And foul on the floor before Morris was able to get that one hoisted back to the rim. There's a hold on the ground.
Good job on the boards there by Mason. That's about his second or third offensive rebound. So Eldridge checks in for Maurer.
Wide open Youngman. 3 is no good. Offensive foul on the rebound by Eldridge.
That ball was coming to Owen whether he had his hand on that guy's back or not. But
that is North Decatur's first foul of the ball game at the 1 minute and 13-second mark of the first quarter. Owen kicks down to the corner. Another drive here. Hard drive by number 13. That is Jasir Rogers. He gets fouled by Morris, who got airborne. Morris collects his first of the day, and Jasir Rogers is at the line shooting 2.
First one.
Rattles home. Rattles the first home.
Chargers up 13-11.
Gets them both. 1 point lead here for North Decatur. Muckerhide breaks down Rogers at the timeline, kicks it over to Youngman. Youngman drives off the pass and gets one to go.
Good job by Chase there, not settling for that 3-pointer.
It's been all the Youngman Muckerhide show here so far. They got all the points with 37 seconds left in the first quarter. Muckerhide picks Owen's pocket. Both of them go to the ground trying to collect it. Eldridge runs it down the full length of the court, and he gets fouled by Rogers.
Good hustle by the Chargers there. Muckride knocked it loose. Eldridge goes and picks it up. So Chargers up 15-12, 31 seconds to go here.
4th foul on the Indy Homeschool Wildcats. No shots yet. Next time around we will. Lob passed into Eldridge. Eldridge banks it in uncontested on the block.
Chargers up 5.
Gurley drives baseline, has to look across the court to find a guy to bail him out. Jasir Rogers got it, dribbling it towards the top of the key. Owen Eldridge on him. Morris now on Gurley with the ball. Gurley backs up to the volleyball spike line, now tries to shake Morris, kicks it out to Jasir Rogers on the wing. Rogers stumbles with the ball, he's gonna be out of bounds. Clock expires, doesn't matter. That's it. North Decatur leads by 5 at the quarter break. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. You're listening to Charger Basketball on WTRE.
The Wrap Up the Year sales event is underway at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Right now, the crew at Acres have great deals, incentives, and blowout pricing on all new 2023 vehicles. New 2023 Ram trucks save up to $15,000 off MSRP. And pre-owned vehicles are red tag sale price to move to make room for the new 2024 models. See Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, Kevin Milburn, or Dan Rubel for the Wrap Up the Year sales event at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Greensburg.
All right, we're back here at the quarter break at the Dennis Middle School. Game 4 for North Decatur's Bob Weddick Memorial Tournament. They lead 17-12.
Nice press box to give us here, Matt.
Yeah, we're sitting in the bleachers amongst the civilians.
One outlet on the wall.
One outlet that we had to string a 10-foot extension cord to. It'll be Charger basketball to start the second quarter.
Chargers with a 5-point lead here, 17-12. Need to extend this a little bit.
Marshall Snell in the game here for the Chargers. He comes up to set the ball screen for Muckerhide. He drives off of it to his right hand. Kicks over to Logan Odell, who's in that corner. Logan Odell off the mark, off the front of the iron. Jake Owen out quickly, all the way coast to coast, heaves it to the end. I think Muckerhide got a hand on that ball and affected that shot. Rebounded Odell. Odell pushes up to Muckerhide. Chargers push. Got Youngman in the corner, drives baseline, kicks it out back to Muckerhide on the wing. That's hard off the back iron. Chargers can't come up with it. Rebounded by Gurley. Gurley spins at the midcourt, kicks over to Owen. Owen to Gurley. Gurley spins in the middle of the paint. Nice move. That's off the glass and off the mark. Rebounded North Decatur. Youngman pulls up in transition from the wing and buries the 3.
Charger in the barn. Chase Youngman. Chargers up 8, 20-12.
Gurley with Odell on him on the ball. Swing it to Owen. Now to Rogers. Rogers, a little bit of an errant pass back to Ochin. Three on the way and good by Ochin. Ochin from the right wing cans the 3. Their first 3 of the ball game.
Muckride splits the double team at the top, and somebody gets a hand on him. It's going to be a.
It was 23 that hit that, wasn't it? 20, Ochin?
No, it wasn't 23. 24.
24, I'm sorry.
Yes. Foul was on 13.
That's Jasir Rogers' second foul, I believe. Nope. All right, then. Owen Eldridge on the block, up and under. Gets his guy in the air, and easy bucket once he had his man in the air. Nice move by Owen. Quickly down the other way is Nate Dove. Nate Dove kicks back to Gurley. Nice pass to Waltner under the bucket as he drove in the middle of the paint, collected some Chargers, and the help side drew him off of him, and now Waltner's going to be at the line shooting 2.
Eldridge picks up the foul from behind.
Is that who that was on?
Yep.
Eldridge.
His second.
Owen's got a magnetism about him this weekend, Todd.
Yep.
He
got 2 quick ones in this building yesterday, so.
Waltner at the line, hits the first.
Maurer will come back in for Eldridge.
Second one is a little hard. Maurer gets the rebound. Muckerhide goes back the other way. Kicks to Youngman. Youngman takes 2 dribbles to the left, pulls up. Maurer with the offensive board. Back out to Odell, who swings it to Muckerhide. Muckerhide finds Maurer in the left corner, sinks the 3.
Charger in the barn, Brady Maurer. North up 9.
Gurley driving on Odell. Ooh, he drug his
traveled.
foot, and he's going to travel, turn the ball over. Wildcat basketball.
3rd Wildcat turnover. Good help side defense there.
Muckerhide brings the ball up the floor. What's the whistle?
I'm not sure. Officials timeout, I guess.
Just a sneeze he couldn't contain.
I guess.
Went right through the whistle. Muckerhide across the timeline, gets doubled quickly. The pick and slip by Maurer. Maurer now uncontested right down the middle lane. Misses the floater off the front of the iron. Kicks it back to Odell. Odell misses the 3. Maurer collects the offensive rebound. He can't hit. And now there's a foul underneath on the rebound. I think this is going against the Chargers. Be Wildcat ball. I think they called it on Chase, but I'm not sure they did.
That's Youngman's second.
Luke Owen brings it across the timeline. Looking inside for Gurley. Gurley walled up by Odell. Gets him to pick up his dribble. Errant pass across the court, and it's collected by the Wildcats. Back into the hands of Ochin. Ochin swings over to the left side to Gurley. Gurley back to the top of the key, now to Dove. Now they find an unguarded Gurley under the bucket. He can't get it up to the rim. Hands everywhere from the Chargers, and they're going to draw a jump ball here. It's going to stay Wildcat basketball. Parmer checks into the ball game for Youngman. Wildcat basketball underneath as they inbound. Kicks it over to the left wing. That's Ochin. Ochin looking for space. Now we've got a Dove with the basketball, kicks to the right corner. Swings it back around. Gurley now with his left hand to the left block. Picks up his dribble there. He's double teamed. Throws a cross-court pass. It's collected. All the way to the rack from there, and it's a missed shot by Dove, collected by Maurer.
Need a bucket here, take a double-digit lead, Matt.
Oh, dude, Muckerhide's trying to get it off the bounce. He kicks out to Odell. Odell finds Snell in the corner. Snell floats a pass back out to Muckerhide. They swing it over to the left-hand side. Odell's in the corner with the ball. Parmer finds Muckerhide slashing across the middle of the floor. Decatur hasn't penetrated on this possession. They're just swinging around the perimeter, trying to find a seam. There, Parmer has a seam. Boy, he traveled. He traveled.
Got away with an offensive foul to get open and then traveled, dragging his feet.
Youngman checks back into the ball game.
It's Chargers' 4th turnover.
Luke Owen drives to the right block, picks up his dribble, gets walled up by Youngman, kicks out to Ochin. Dove ends up with the ball on left wing and sinks the 3.
Matt, how many fouls you got Youngman for? They got the board back up to 1 on 23 now.
I got him down for 2, but that's probably 1. I thought I missed one earlier. Muckerhide turns it over in the middle of the paint. Gurley back the other way. Nice bounce pass to the point guard, and he dumps it off one more time. An extra pass to Dove. Dove scores the layup, uncontested. Good push out of the Wildcats. Right now, North Decatur leads by 4. Maurer from the block on the left side. Rebounded weak side by Snell. Snell gets fouled on the rebound. That's going to be on the floor. Morris checks in for Maurer. On the floor right now for the Chargers, Youngman, Morris, Muckerhide, Snell, and Parmer. Youngman a little give and go with Muckerhide in the right corner. Overload triangle. Now they clear out. Muckerhide's got a seam to the rack, and he takes it. Good bucket by Muckerhide. Muckerhide having a layup frenzy. I don't know if the Wildcats have anybody that can stay with him. Not very many teams do. Muckerhide contest, a heavily contested shot there by Luke Owen, who drills it at the free throw line.
Chargers up 4, 27-23.
Tough pass to handle over on left wing for Morris. Morris dribbles down the middle lane, finds Marshall Snell for a rarely taken three for Marshall Snell. It's long off the back iron. This shot hoisted up by Ochin. Ochin missed it, collected by Morris, out to Muckerhide, back the other way quickly. Ball stopped on the right block. Clear it to Cooper. Muckerhide on the right side of the court, one-on-one. Finds a cutting Morris, and the pass was a little hot for Morris to handle.
6 turnover on the Chargers.
Luke Owen back to the other end real quickly, uncontested layup, and now it's a 2-point ball game.
Just a minute ago, had a chance to go up double digits, Matt. Turnovers.
Snell with the ball screen at the top of the key. Muckerhide tells him to clear out. Over to the left wing to Youngman. Youngman down to Morris in the corner. That pass deflected out of bounds. Cranes off the Wildcat bench. Checking into the ball game is Ben Owen for the Wildcats. And who came in for us, Todd? Brady. Brady came back. Muckerhide finds Bauer on the post, gets double teamed, kicks to Cooper Palmer. Palmer drives, kicks it high off the glass. I don't know that he knows that went. No indication that the bucket counts. He's saying 2 shots. That bucket went.
Basket went in.
That bucket went. If the Zebras will meet in the middle of the paint and talk about it. Oh, it did go.
Now we're going to talk about it. Over the scores bench.
There he
Basket is
indicated.
good. There he indicates it.
Basket's good by Palmer. Nobody saw that.
Had to walk over and talk to him.
Did you guys see it go in?
Cooper at the line for a Big Sky free throw.
Hey, puts it down. Good take by Cooper, 3-point play.
Chargers a 5-point lead here.
Dove at the top of the key, little crossover. That 3 halfway down, rebounded by Morris. Ooh, Morris just chucks it out of bounds, got in too big of a hurry.
7th turnover on the Chargers.
Dove at the top of the key with Cooper Palmer guarding him. Calls for some help to Ochin. Ochin comes up and gets it on the wing. Youngman giving chase. Now Muckerhide is pinned on Waltner, giving up a bunch of inches there. But the shot is missed over on the right wing. Rebounded by North Decatur. Back the other way quickly. Palmer's already got it down to the opposite baseline. Palmer drives to the block. He gets a lot of contact. No call. Wildcats retain the ball. Cooper just kicked it. And into the hands of the Chargers.
4th turnover on the Wildcats.
A little sloppy basketball at both ends at the moment. Muckerhide tries to take him on the dribble. Goes all the way to the block. He's going to get fouled.
Wasn't sure they was going to blow it there. Chargers up 5, 30-25, 37.6 seconds to go.
Well, it's been a fast half.
Decatur County Memorial Hospital 2nd quarter.
This is not the same crew that just did the triple overtime, is it?
No. Muckerhide's first Big Sky free throw is good.
This is Muckerhide's first attempt at the line here today. And cans that one. Second one on the way. It is also good. North Decatur extends the man-to-man coverage a little bit, 3-quarter court.
They didn't put the points on the board. There they go.
Ball's tipped away, and it's out of bounds.
The 5th turnover on the Wildcats. Meyer checks back in for Odell.
.27 seconds left in the half. North Decatur with 7-point lead. Palmer's got it on the left wing. Back to Muckerhide over there. Muckerhide fakes and drives baseline. Goes to the rack. Ooh, he hit hard.
He's going to get called for the charge as well.
Man.
Takes the bucket away. Chargers 8th turnover. They got to see that is overloaded. They need to put a circle in high school basketball, Matt. Kids standing straight under the bucket.
After some discussion, they did wave off that bucket. I think Waltner gets it deep in the post, turns and shoots immediately. He's going to get called for the foul and go to, we're going to get called for a foul and go to the line.
I'd probably help him out, but Morris has got the mute button over there, so.
I didn't see the indication to hit the dump button. You got to get to me quicker. Waltner hits the first.
Chargers up 6.
Gets them both. Oh, errant pass. I don't know. I was looking down right on my sheet. Quick three. Up. No good. Chargers go to the halftime locker room up 5, 32-27. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll tabulate some stats. We'll be right back. You're listening to Charger Basketball on WTRE.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss. But it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gill and Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gill and Howe Funeral Home. 812-663-8341.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Fill those recycling containers. In Decatur County, acceptable items you can recycle include aluminum and steel cans, glass bottles and jars, plastic tubs, jugs, and bottles, paper products like cardboard, newspapers, magazines, office paper, and all that unwanted junk mail. Items that are not accepted include plastic bags and styrofoam. Decatur County has permanent recycling sites in Greensburg, St. Paul, Lake Santee, and Westport, with mobile recycling the first and second Saturdays of the month. Remember to reduce, reuse, and recycle.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
All right, we're back at Richmond Bob Wedding Memorial Tournament, North Decatur in the fourth game of the week. They lead 5 points over the Indy Homeschool Wildcats. Just a quick rundown of the scoring. Caden Muckerhide leads all scorers with 12 for North Decatur. Chase Youngman second in scoring with 10. Eldridge has 4, Maurer 3, and Palmer with 3. Wildcats, pretty even scoring. Luke Owen with 6, Aaron Gurley with 6, Wampner with 5. Rebounding-wise, North Decatur kind of owned the boards there in that first half. Offensively, they had 5 rebounds. Defensively, they had 10 to the Wildcats, 3 offensive and 6 defensive rebounds. So 9 rebounds for them, 15 for us. So we owned the glass in that first half. But that's a large part of our 5-point lead, but shooting was too.
Yeah, we shot the ball fairly well. 48% from the field overall, 33% behind the arc, 3 of 9, so 55% inside the arc. One glaring statistic I see on my sheet, mind, is we had 9 turnovers with 5 of them coming from our guards.
Yeah. Yeah, that's tough.
We only forced 5 turnovers from the home school, so we got to clean that up a little bit in the second half. Most of them, as you look back, most of them was just bad passes. Right there at the end, Brady turns and throws an inbound after they hit a free throw, and luckily they don't make the shot. But we got to clean up our passing a little bit. So.
Yeah, I think that's kind of a takeaway here from the entire tournament is you know, we go in spells where we don't take care of the basketball very well. We also go in spells where we're in rhythm, all 5 of them, and doing well offensively. But I think if you can eliminate some of those mental lapses, you know, Mason had a mental lapse here off of a good rebound, trying to push the ball, get it out, and he slings it into the scorer's table with nobody home. And, you know,
I think he was throwing it to Cooper. Well, you know,
what's he going to do with it?
Mason just well taking it across half-court line himself. So.
Yep. Stuff like that. I think you clean some of that up and you play pretty competitive basketball. You know, take nothing away from this homeschool team, and I know, you know, they may have a stigma where they don't play the same kind of competition, but pretty good group of athletes, and collectively they play pretty well together. But this is a team that North Decatur's got to put away, and they just got to play better to do it.
Yeah, we had the ball up 9 2 or 3 times and was unable to, you know, convert to get a double-digit lead. And then next time you look, it was a 2-point ball game. We did extend it back to 6 there right before half, but just got to play a little better, like I say, with the ball, you know, better passes and take care of it. So.
And a weekend like this, or I keep saying it's a weekend, but it's a Thursday, Friday. But you know, it takes a toll on you playing game after game. I know there's a couple hours break in between each game but whatnot. You're on the road away from home, and it is basketball for 2 days straight. And this being the 4th outing, you wonder how much legs you got left, how much mental focus you have at this stage of the game.
Yep. You know, these kids, though, they play AU ball. They play 4 games in a day anymore. Yeah,
that's true. So in unrelated news, Greensburg's at this tournament as well. We haven't seen much of them. I haven't watched them play. I don't know if you have, but they go down to the semifinal game in a game that they weren't predicted to even be close in, and they lose punching their ticket to the championship of the entire tournament by just 4 points, I think it was.
Against Red text me 3 points. They lost to Richmond. So
lost to Richmond.
They'll be in the consolation game tonight. I assume that's probably at around 6 or something like that.
Yeah, it must be. So obviously they've had a good showing while they were here. And Todd and I were talking. That's a team that we draw February 20th.
February 20th. Last week, right before the sectional. Them in Rushville that week, I think. So.
So there's about 3 minutes left here in the halftime break. We'll take a quick break, and we'll bring you second half action here from Richmond High School, the Bob Wedding Memorial Tournament, right after a word from our sponsors. You're listening to Charger Basketball on WTRE.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
Walters Tire is your Michelin Farm tire dealer. They carry a big selection of ag tires, and farmers, when tire issues bring you to a stop, the Walters service trucks will be out, get it fixed, and get production rolling again. Walters Tire services all of southeastern Indiana. And now, through the end of the year, you can get $200 back in rebate savings on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear or Kelly tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. Walters Tire, 220 West Main in Greensburg.
JC Bank is now open in Greensburg at 1035 North Lincoln Street, bringing over a century of community banking to you. JC Bank supports local high school sports teams, helping young athletes thrive for stronger communities. They offer top-notch banking, investments, and trust services. Whether you need a mortgage or business banking, JC Bank is here for you. Learn more at jcbank.com. JC Bank, the bank for your street, not Wall Street. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, we're back here live at Richmond Dennis Middle School, actually, for the 4th and final North Decatur basketball game as part of the Bob Wedding Memorial Tournament. Todd, what are your keys here? This is the last half we're going to play out here. What do you want to see out of these guys?
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank Stone's Farm Service for being our halftime sponsor.
Thank you.
PJ still asking for an explanation on that charge, and I agree. Kid comes from the help side, stands under the bucket, and they call him for a charge. But let me get all the sponsors in here. Platinum sponsors Gyllenhaal Funeral Home, Acre Automotive Group, Buy Right Auto, Decatur County Recycling, Batesville Chrysler Dodge. Trio sponsors of Walter Tire, Hamilton Tebby Law Office, JC Bank. Cheer Block sponsors of Russ Hubler Ford, Levenstein's Abbey Carpet, Fleetwood Chevrolet, and Fry's A&W. My second half keys: pick up the defensive intensity. You know, we got them on the boards where we want them. Continue that. Look for some quick outlets and some easy buckets in transition. But we got to also make sure we get back. You know, sometimes we get to where we don't get back on transition. You know, they got some athletes, and, you know, whether they want to play that style or not, they haven't really shown a lot of it. But we need to make sure we get back as well. So that's my key, is pick up the defensive intensity a little bit.
You definitely want to finish on a high note. It'd be nice if we could get defense and offense and rhythm here and really put this one away and head home on the bus feeling like we've accomplished something and we finished playing our best basketball. Well, the halftime music is about maxing the equalizer out here. The 15-inch PV down there on the floor is plenty for this elementary gym.
Kind of makes you want to go out on the dance floor like a junior high dance, right?
It sure feels like it, doesn't it? Ooh, boy, he turned it down. Now, North Decatur basketball starts the second half, inbound to Muckerhide, and we're underway with a 5-point lead, 32-27. Oh, Muckerhide picks it up right as he crossed the timeline, finds Palmer over on the left wing. Now Muckerhide dribbles the left hand, finds Maurer in the opposite corner, and he cans it.
Nice play.
Good
Charger
find.
in the barn for Brady Meyer to start the second half.
Good find by Muckerhide, too, looking all the way across that baseline to find Maurer standing alone in the corner. Now Dove handling the point guard duties. That may be a change, I don't know. Wampner with the ball screen, Luke Owen. Finds a man over on the left wing, that's Dove. That shot is off. Muckerhide collects the rebound. Muckerhide with the ball at the top of the key. Guarded by Ochin. Muckerhide tries to shake him. Ochin does a nice job cutting the drive off. Now a long pass over to Cooper on the left-hand side of the court. Back to Muckerhide on the right. Muckerhide's just going to dribble and pull up from the top of the key. That's off the front iron. Rebounded by Dove. Going the other way. Ochin's got it on the left wing. Ball fake. Spins to the middle of the paint. Kicks it back. Now Dove's got it at the top of the key with Maurer guarding him. Kicks over to Ochin in the corner, cans the three.
He's the one kid that's hit a three. Need to make sure we know where he's at. The rest of them, not saying he can't hit the three, but don't hardly look to shoot it. So
yeah, he's got two of those now. Muckerhide jump stops on the right block, lays it off the glass and in. 7-point lead now for North Decatur. Dove kicks over to Gurley on the right wing, guarded by Morris. He reverses the ball to Dove. Dove now at the elbow, kicks back to Wampner. Over to left-hand side, back and forth they go. Dove's got it down to Gurley down in the right corner. Gurley looking for space. Little overload triangle on that side. Gurley goes to baseline, up and in, high off the glass. Now he started the game doing that, Todd. He had 3 of those in a row in the first quarter.
yeah, Brady and Mason wasn't sure whether they were switching or not. You got to do a better job of communication there.
Maurer with the ball in left corner, guarded by Wampner. Kicks it back to the top of the key to Youngman. Youngman takes a couple dribbles. Can't shake Dove. This time he drives. Kicks back to Maurer. Maurer to Morris. Morris crosses over back to Muckerhide. Muckerhide, ooh, a lot of contact up top. Ochin all over him. Palmer kicks back. Muckerhide drives left baseline. A cross-court pass to Youngman. Youngman, no look. Wide open on the right block. Fed by Morris is Palmer. Palmer lays it in.
Nice pass, Mason Morris there. Mason was wide open from about 10 feet, but decided.
Right back the other way. Gurley had a little bunny 3-footer. He misses it. Now everybody's on the floor, and we're going to have a jump ball. Wildcats are going to retain the possession here. They've got the arrow.
Chargers had 2 guys right there and couldn't come away with that.
Homeschool Wildcats have the ball under the bucket. Gurley's going to do the inbounding duties. They stack it up. Look to the corner. They float one to Wampner over the top. They set the offense from the top of the key. Here comes Ochin. A little push off on Youngman. Step back. Misses the 17-footer. Rebounded by Maurer. Muckride brings it up the right sideline. Swings it over to Morris, down to Youngman. Youngman finds Cooper Palmer in short corner. Youngman shakes his man, pulls up for three, nails it.
Charger in the barn. Chase Youngman.
Dove tries to reciprocate at the other end. That's rebounded by Gurley off the missed three. Gurley had it on the block and didn't do anything with it. Kicks it back out to Dove. Dove now driving on Maurer. Maurer gives him a little body. And it's going to send Dove to the line.
Brady's got to do a better job moving his feet there. Kid's right-handed. Keep him going left. Just first foul on Brady.
Nate Dove at the line, shooting 2. Quiet in here.
Yeah.
As quiet as been all day. He hits the first of 2. His 6th point of the ball game. Shrinks the lead to 9, trying to make it 8. Shots on the way, and he does. He hits it.
A full timeout by the Wildcats.
Indy Homeschool take a timeout, so will we. We're going to pay some bills. You're listening to Charger Basketball on WTRE.
The Wrap Up the Year sales event is underway at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Right now, the crew at Acres have great deals, incentives, and blowout pricing on all new 2023 vehicles. New 2023 Ram trucks save up to $15,000 off MSRP. And pre-owned vehicles are red tag sale price to move to make room for the new 2024 models. See Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, Kevin Milburn, or Dan Rubel for the Wrap Up the Year sales event at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Greensburg.
All right, we're back. Well, maybe you're all right. I don't know if they can see that scoreboard in that picture or not.
Man, somebody's hat's in the way.
Yeah. I don't know if it'll change much. All right, we're back here live from Richmond High School and Dennis Middle School Gym, where the Chargers are wrapping up their Bob Wettig tournament run, their 4th game in 2 days. Now, oh, I thought they were going to pick them up full court, and they are. Luke Owen's going to pick up Muckerhide, 3-quarter court. Looks like a full court 1-2-2 now is what the North Decatur offense has got. They're going to trap out of it, giving some pressure. He crosses the timeline, lots of contact, and gets the block call on Ochin over there near the Charger bench. Inbound over to the right corner for Muckerhide. Muckerhide dribbles right to the paint, kicks up to the top of the key to Morris. Over to Palmer. Muckerhide gets the ball top of the key. They set the offense, throw it to the left wing to Palmer. Palmer looks into Owen Eldridge. Eldridge with his back to the basket, spins baseline, nothing doing. Forces one over his right shoulder. It is off, and it's rebounded by Luke Owen.
Good footwork, just got to convert that.
Owen loses his dribble on the left block, kicks it back out to Ochin. Ochin's going to drive with his left hand, left hook, and it is in.
Six-point Charger lead, 42-36.
1-2-2 trap now. Eldridge has got it behind the trappers. Down to the corner is Youngman. Youngman's going to get stuck in that corner. He muscles his way out of it. They're going to bail him out. Nope, timeout, 32nd by Coach Metz.
Chase can't take that right to the corner like that. Owen, the one that gave it to him there, but as soon as he catches that, he could have drove baseline and didn't go. So
he's got to go. Got to know that trap's coming. Being aware. Have we seen a 1-2-2 half-court trap all season?
I can't tell you. We might have seen a little bit. Was it Switzerland County or somebody done a little bit of it the other
you're
day?
Right. You're right. Keep it out of the corners. They want to funnel you to the corners. And we actually picked up the ball in 2 of the 4 corners that time. Coach Metz saw it though, got a timeout, got them organized. Cooper to inbound from the side, finds Muckerhide in the corner. Got Brady posted up on Wampner, goes to the right hook, leaves it short off the front of the iron.
You got to convert that.
Rebounded by Owen. Owen pushes all the way up the left side to Dove. Dove going to take an uncontested three and hits it.
3-point Charger lead.
The lead has dwindled to 3. Man-to-man defense this time for the Wildcats. Muckride's going to drive, dump it off to Maurer. Maurer short off the front rim, rolls it in. Rolls it in. 2:38 left in the third. This pass a little errant. Wampner couldn't handle it. Bounces out of bounds. North Decatur basketball.
I believe that's the first turnover of the third quarter for them.
Now they go back to the 1-2-2 full court, three-quarter court trap.
Brady wide open under the bucket
All
here.
alone as Maurer goes to the right hook, leaves it short. He rebounds it, gets his own putback, it's up and in. And the Wildcats have an injured player on the floor. That's Wampner. He's going to go to the sideline under his own power, but they're going to take him out of there.
Chargers up 7 again, 46-39.
Gurley brings it up, crosses the timeline. Morris on him. Gurley goes off the ball screen, picks it up at the right elbow. Looking for help, finds one in the corner. That's Ochin. They cut his drive off, does Youngman. Now Morris gets beat baseline. Help comes, goes airborne, and Gurley just patiently lays it in on the right-hand side.
It's too easy, Matt.
They didn't make it very hard on him. Muckerhide splits that 1-2-2 right down the heart of it. Kicks it over to Youngman. Youngman from the left wing cans the three.
Charger in the barn, Chase Youngman.
Luke Owen goes back the other way quickly. Boy, he did not go up with it. Had it at the right block, drives baseline, kicks it over to that corner. Ochin kicks it back to Gurley. Gurley now with Morris guarding him. Pulls up from about 13 feet. That's off to the left side. Youngman rebounds.
Chargers looking to extend this 8-point lead. Minute 20 to go in the Kennelly and Daughter third quarter.
Muckerhide for three from the right wing, no good. Rebounded by Dove. Back the other way, right up the middle of the defense. Gurley down to Ochin in the corner. Back to Luke Owen. Luke Owen pulls up from 17 feet, goes to the ground, no call. Rebounded by Youngman.
Cooper's wide open.
Trap comes, they leave everybody back here alone. Oh, Morris fires a pass across the baseline to Maurer. Matt bounces off his hands, turnover. Back the other way is Luke Owen in the corner, cans the three.
5-point swing there. Chargers went from having a layup on their end to giving up a three on the other end.
30 seconds left in the third, down to 5 points. Muckride facing the trap, splits the trap, goes right down the middle of the lane. Tries to kick it to Cooper. He wasn't ready to receive it. And that bounces off Coop's chest, out of bounds. Jasir Rogers checks into the game for Nate Dove. Snell checks in for Maurer. The Wildcats look to hold for the last shot here, 15 seconds to go. Luke Owen goes opposite the ball screen, kicks it over the corner, Gurley has a look, and it's off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Palmer. There's 4 seconds left. Morris has got it with 3 at the line. He loses the handle. Tries to go up with it at the buzzer, but it slipped out of his hands, and that's going to take us into the quarter. 5-point lead, 49-44. North Decatur ahead. We'll be right back after this message from our sponsors. You're listening to Charger Basketball, WTRE.
Fill those recycling containers. In Decatur County, acceptable items you can recycle include aluminum and steel cans, glass bottles and jars, plastic tubs, jugs, and bottles, paper products like cardboard, newspapers, magazines, office paper, and all that unwanted junk mail. Items that are not accepted include plastic bags and styrofoam. Decatur County has permanent recycling sites in Greensburg, St. Paul, Lake Santee, and Westport, with mobile recycling the first and second Saturdays of the month. Remember to reduce, reuse, and recycle.
How long has it been since you heard this song, Todd?
Been a while. Thinking about standing up and dancing, Matt.
Little red wine. That is a throwback. So the third quarter goes 17-17. We started it with a 5-point lead. We ended it with a 5-point lead.
You want karaoke?
Well, I'm going to let you do the honors. You are Colt. Colt, you want me to turn your mic
Colt,
on?
come on.
Colt's over here feverishly taking stats, keeping us in line. He wants to sing it. He knows it.
It's going to be Charger ball.
Did you see Rogers comes back? Was he the one with the ankle? No, that was Waltner.
Yeah.
He has not returned yet. Mucker Hyde. Oh, my goodness. That's a fast crossover at the top of the key. Goes all the way down to the right block and scores it uncontested. I don't even think Todd Maurer could have stayed in front of him that time. Just back to the other end that quickly. Jasir Rogers throws one up and in. Trade buckets to start this thing. Wildcats in that 1-2-2 trap. Find Maurer in the corner all alone. Cans the three.
Charger in the barn. Brady Maurer.
Gurley, top of the key, over to Rogers. Rogers trying to break down Owen on the dribble. Spins, nice spin, helped by Cooper on the midline. The shot is off. We could not get the rebound. Gurley comes up with it on the weak side, and he's up and in with it. We got to secure that board. Trading buckets. Eldridge breaks him down on the dribble, kicks over to Youngman on the left-hand side. He avoids the trap. Back to Muckerhide, top of the key, centers things up. They basically fade that back into a man-to-man, don't they?
Kind of look like it. At least they're going out and picking pressure up with Muckerhide up there on the top. So there's a foul there on 13. Their first foul of the fourth quarter. Charger ball.
Rogers' second. Muckerhide has it in the paint. Left hand goes with a right-handed scoop as he leans into it. And he misses a shot, but he's going to the line.
Caden Muckerhide will be at the line for a pair of Big Sky free throws.
Fouls on Isaiah Ochin. Numeral dos.
He'll be shooting two.
Muck at the line for two. Gets quiet in here, nothing but the ball bouncing. He's hard off the back iron. Gets one of two.
Chargers up 7, 55-48.
Gurley walks it up. Cooper Palmer guarding him. Gets a ball screen. Pulls up at the left elbow. That's hard off the iron. Rebounded by Maurer. Chase pulls up from the left wing. No good from 10 feet. Rebounded by Simmons. Simmons pushes up the left-hand side. Has Gurley all alone. Has time to collect his thoughts. Survey the range and knocks down the three. Muckerhide breaks down Ochin all the way to the rack. He's had a bunch of those today.
He can get there anytime he wants against these guys. Just got to convert them, whether it's a foul or making a layup.
Driving baselines to Simmons. Simmons up and doesn't go, but that's a foul call on North Decatur.
Brady has got to do a better job of closing out under control there.
Foul on Maurer. I got him for two. They do too. Simmons at the line, hits his first. Adrian Simmons.
Morris checks in for Palmer.
Second one on the way and good. His first 2 points of the ball game. Muckerhide dribbles it up. Sear Rogers gets broken down by Muckerhide. Muckerhide's in the middle paint. Rogers takes it right away from him on the jump stop. Back the other way comes Ochin. Ochin against Eldridge. Eldridge blocks the shot but gets called for the body.
That's the 12th turnover for the Chargers.
Isaiah Ochin at the line, shooting two with a 4-point lead, trying to cut it in half. Misses the first. Second one on the way. It's good. 3-point lead for the Chargers. Muckerhide walks it up. 5:20 to go in the ballgame. Muckerhide tries to blow past Rogers. He won't have it. Second time he is. All the way to the rack. Belly to belly with Simmons. The shot's off the mark. Rebounded by Rogers. Rogers pushes right up the middle of the floor. Kicks to the left wing. Simmons going to take the three, and it's home. Splash, tie ball game. All right, now we got a ball game. 57-57, 4:54 to go.
Napoleon State Bank, fourth quarter.
Muckerhide drives with the left hand right down the middle of the paint. Finds Youngman in the left corner all alone. Leaves it short off the left edge of the iron. Simmons comes up with the rebound. Off they go. Ochin up to Gurley. Gurley spins baseline. Completely breaks Muckerhide's ankles and misses the three. Gets his own rebound. Back to the rack he goes. Kicks it all the way out to Luke Owen. Luke Owen uncontested from the right wing. No go. Rebound. Gurley. We got to get a board. Gurley spins left block. Hesitates in the air. No good. Back the other way. Muckerhide, as we survive that trip, kicks over to Eldridge. Eldridge drives right block. Go up with it, son. Passes it off to Youngman. And we can't handle it. Gurley scores it. Boy, we're coming apart at the seams here, Todd.
Turnovers, turnovers, turnovers.
57-59, Indiana Homeschool Wildcats. Muckerhide to the rack, misses the layup. Rebounded by Rogers. Rogers makes Youngman miss. Now Morris tries the Euro step, and they got to travel on him.
You know, I don't mind Caden taking that the hole like he is, but he can get there anytime he wants to get to the hole. He's got to look to kick that out or dump it down.
That one may have been a little forced, tried to do a little too much with it. 3:37 left in the ball game. Maurer sets a ball screen for Muckerhide. Kicks to the corner. Youngman, right-handed floater, no good. Rebound to Gurley. Back the other way we go. Gurley pushes ahead.
There's a loose ball we don't come up with again, Matt.
Luke Owen mishandled the dump-off pass. Now you got the three from the corner on the way. It's no good. Rebounded by North Decatur. Muckerhide pushes to Youngman, sails it out of bounds.
Chargers' 14th turnover.
All right, we got a timeout on the floor. I don't know if it's full or 30 yet, but
looks like everybody's sitting down, so.
All right, full timeout. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Charger Basketball on WTRE.
2 seconds to go. Shot's up on the rim, and it's.
Don't wait till the end of the game and the final buzzer to take your shot for a newer vehicle at Buyride Auto. Great game-winning vehicles and deals with Buyride Auto's experienced team. Win the game with a vehicle from Buyride Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore, 920 North Michigan Avenue, or call 812-662-9922 today.
All right, back here live from Richmond. Todd, North Decatur had a 5-point lead going into the fourth quarter. They have been outscored 15-8 in the fourth quarter, and now they trail by 2.
Well, turnover and shot selection. I mean, you just got to say what it is, Matt.
Yeah, you're right. How many turnovers have we had in the fourth?
I didn't.
You don't have it broken down by quarter?
I didn't break it down by quarter, but we've got 6 here in the second half, which most of them, we've had 3 in about the last minute and a half.
Wildcat basketball after the timeout with a 2-point lead. Inbound to Gurley. Full court pressure here from Morris. Looks like man-to-man. Gurley dribbles all the way to the right block. He swings a pass down the baseline to Simmons or Rogers. Rogers scoops it up and under with a nice reverse layup there, and that extends the lead to 4. Muckerhide to the rack. He misses the shot. Rogers rebounds. It goes it the other way. quick pass to Luke Owen. Luke Owen kicks it out to that shot driven to the left baseline, no good. That's Adrian Simmon missed that shot. Morris in the corner with the ball. Morris is going to go right down the middle of the point, pulls up, and
good job by Mason there.
Cans a 5-footer.
Chargers down 2.
Jasir Rogers is going to get trapped right across the timeline. Morris and Cooper Palmer got him looking for help. He kicks it out to Luke Owen. Luke Owen finds over to the left-hand side. It's up and under Maurer, and it's off the mark. Rebound going the other way. Muckerhide's got it on the right wing. Minute 52 to go. Trail by 2. Muckerhide goes to the rack. He's fouled, and it's in. Adrian Simmon, I believe, on the foul. I'll get the report here.
Muckerhide's going to be at the line for a Big Sky free throw for a chance to regain the lead. 61 all right now.
The foul was on Jasir Rogers. That's his 3rd. Muckerhide puts this one in, and we regain the lead. Owen Eldridge checks in for Maurer.
Matt, we got to do a better job of closing out on defense down there. 3 times on the other end, we flew out at them. Luckily, they didn't convert.
Yeah, you're right.
They've only got about 2 kids that have hit an outside shot.
Let them take it. Keep them in front.
Close out under control with your hand in the air, but stay on your feet.
Muckerhide hits the and 1. Now Simmon driving up the right-hand side. He got a little more contact than was allowable by this officiating crew. I think Eldridge.
That's just the 3rd team foul, so no free throws yet. Once again, though, when they throw that ball inbounds, watch us. We let them go right to the right hand.
Eldridge picks up his 4th there, according to the board. I only had him for 3. Now we got a jump ball underneath the bucket on the right block, and that's going to be Indy Homeschool's ball.
Another 50-50 ball we don't come out of there with. So
North Decatur only leads by 1, 62-61 with 1:40 left in the 4th quarter. Ochin to Gurley. Swinging around the horn to Rogers. Rogers got it left wing. Palmer guarding him. Rogers pulls up from 10, drives the middle of the paint, rebounded by Morris. Chargers with the basketball and a 1-point lead, 1:25 to go. Jasir Rogers guards Muckerhide. Calls off the ball screen.
Chargers are going to hold as long as they can hold it here. If they're not going to count.
Muckerhide breaks him down, gets in the middle of the paint, kicks to Palmer, gets it back to Muckerhide, and we're just going to hold with a 1-point lead. Now here comes the help. Back to Muckerhide. Just the cat and mouse game we play. 59 seconds now, under a minute. Muckerhide beats Rogers on the dribble. I think they're going to call the reach on the help defense that came across. Ochin maybe.
I think they gave it to 13, his 4th.
Jasir Rogers picks up his 4th. Still under 5 team fouls for the quarter.
Maurer for Morse. Wampler's checking back into the game.
Wampner comes back in. Maurer cuts to the block. They didn't get it to him. Youngman's got the ball over in the corner, kicks it out to Muckerhide with Jasir Rogers on him. 2 chasing him, trying to double the ball if they can. Here they come with the double. Muckerhide swings it over to Youngman. Youngman's going to get trapped near the timeline. Timeout, North Decatur. Well, there again, Chase got to recognize that trap coming and get it out of there.
Yep, don't stand there in the corner and hang on to it. Full timeout, 40.9, Chargers up 1.
We'll be right back to bring you the finish of this one. You're listening to Charger Basketball on WTRE.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
All right, we're back. We'll bring you the last 40.9 seconds of North Decatur versus Indy Homeschool here. North Decatur's got a 1-point lead and the basketball.
Well, you're probably going to have to hit some free throws. I would assume they're going to foul fairly soon.
Well, they're going to have to, too, because they've only got 3 team fouls.
No, they got 4. They're the home team, Matt.
Thank you. They've got 4. So next time around here, we're shooting. So they're going to foul immediately. They only trail by 1 here.
They'll probably play defense for 15 seconds or so, but when it gets down to about 20, they're probably going to start looking to foul.
Mucker High looking to break down Ochin. Waltner comes out to double team. They're trying to trap the basketball where they can. Mucker High dribbles around it. Now he's got a dump pass to Eldridge. Nice pass by Mucker High to Eldridge, up and in. And North Decatur takes a 30-second timeout.
With a three-point lead, Chargers up 64-61. 25 seconds to go here in the Napoleon State Bank fourth quarter.
Well, that was a nice find by Mucker High.
Yeah, it was.
He drew the defense in the middle of the lane and found Eldridge all alone on the left block, and Eldridge lays it in. Muck's having a decent season in terms of assists. I mean, he's getting his in points too, but he's making his team better too by finding the open man pretty regularly. Of course, he draws a lot when he puts the ball on the floor.
When you think about how quick he is, he can break his man down any time. And it takes a lot of help for people to pinch in. And, you know, when he can kick it out or dump it down like that, you know, he can get a lot of assists. So,
yeah. He's got 22 in this ball game. I suspect he's got he's responsible for another 10 with his assist. I don't have an assist count on it.
Chargers do have 1 foul to give. 25 seconds here, so you don't want to use it too early, but up 3.
Up 3, and Indy Homeschool's got to go the length of the floor. 25 seconds. Here we go. Luke Owen crosses the timeline. They had a timeout to talk about. Gurley's got an open look from the Gurley had a look from 3, and he looked like he was going to shoot it, put Cooper Palmer in the air.
It's a good thing he didn't release it because he'd have been at the line for 3 free throws.
Luckily, they call it on the floor. 15 seconds to go. Indy Homeschool takes a timeout, talk it over, draw something up. They're going to inbound it from the side here. It is a full timeout. We'll take a quick break and bring you the end of this one. You're listening to Charger Basketball, WTRE.
The Wrap Up the Year sales event is underway at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Right now, the crew at Acres have great deals, incentives, and blowout pricing on all new 2023 vehicles. New 2023 Ram trucks save up to $15,000 off MSRP. And pre-owned vehicles are red tag sale price to move to make room for the new 2024 models. See Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, Kevin Milburn, or Dan Rubel for the Wrap Up the Year sales event at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Greensburg.
All right, we're back here at the Dennis Middle School gym. Indy Homeschool Wildcats have the basketball on the side. They trail by 3. They have 15 seconds to work with to execute what was just drawn up over on the whiteboard. We'll see what they brought. North Decatur will be out in man-to-man. Gurley to inbound. Finds Ochin. Back to Gurley. Wampner posting up on the block, and Cooper Palmer gets tagged with the reach from behind as he's playing behind, swatted down at the entry pass. That's not a bad foul.
No, when you're up 3.
Puts Wampner at the line, and the best he can do is 2 here. Misses the first.
Tough for that kid to come in and shoot free throws. He's been on the bench most of this half with a bum ankle. Now you got to go get this rebound.
Can't afford a tip out here. He misses it long. Muckride chases it down. Muckride's going to be fouled immediately by Gurley. 3-point lead, 8 seconds left. Muckride walks to the other end of the floor to shoot 2.
Muckride for a pair of Big Sky free throws.
It's been an action-packed Napoleon State Bank fourth quarter. But it looks like North Decatur is a pretty favorable position to come out ahead, especially after that make and a 4-point lead. One more for Muck. Seal the lid on this one. And he does.
Knocks them both home. Good job, Caden Muckride. Chargers up 5, 8 seconds to go.
Luke Owen pushes to Gurley. Gurley with 5 seconds left. Dove has it momentarily. Ochin hoists a 3 from the corner. And that's going to be it. North Decatur wins 66-61. We're gonna tabulate stats. We'll come back with a post-game show. Maybe talk to Coach. Word from Coach before he gets on the bus. We'll be right back. You're listening to Charger Basketball on WTRE.
2 seconds to go. The shot's up on the rim, and it's.
Don't wait till the end of the game and the final buzzer to take your shot for a newer vehicle at Buyride Auto. Great game-winning vehicles and deals with Buyride Auto's experienced team. Win the game with a vehicle from Buyride Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore, 920 North Michigan Avenue, or call 812-662-9922 today.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
Walters Tire is your Michelin Farm tire dealer. They carry a big selection of ag tires, and farmers, when tire issues bring you to a stop, the Walters service trucks will be out, get it fixed, and get production rolling again. Walters Tire services all of southeastern Indiana. And now, through the end of the year, you can get $200 back in rebate savings on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear or Kelly tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. Walters Tire, 220 West Main in Greensburg.
JC Bank is now open in Greensburg at 1035 North Lincoln Street, bringing over a century of community banking to you. JC Bank supports local high school sports teams, helping young athletes thrive for stronger communities. They offer top-notch banking, investments, and trust services. Whether you need a mortgage or business banking, JC Bank is here for you. Learn more at jcbank.com. JC Bank, the bank for your street, not Wall Street. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The wrap-up-the-year sales event is underway at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Right now, the crew at Acres have great deals, incentives, and blowout pricing on all new 2023 vehicles. New 2023 Ram trucks save up to $15,000 off MSRP. And pre-owned vehicles are red tag sale price to move to make room for the new 2024 models. See Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, Kevin Milburn, or Dan Rubel for the wrap-up-the-year sales event at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Greensburg.
All right, we're here to wrap this thing up. Matt Morse alongside Todd Maurer, and the North Decatur Chargers victorious 66-61 against the Indiana Homeschool Wildcats. Give you a quick rundown of the scoring for the Chargers. Caden Muckerhide led all scorers in that basketball game with a 24-point performance. Chase Youngman trailed him with 16. Brady Maurer with 13. Owen Eldridge with 6. Cooper Palmer with 5, and Morris with 2. As you looked at the rebounds of that game, that was a game that, we talked about the glass all day long. Actually, Indy Homeschool did a nice job on the boards. They had 20 defensive boards for the game and 6 offensive. We had 20 defensive and 7 offensive. So it's 27-26. We win the rebounding battle by the narrowest of margins. Scott, Todd, what was the shot percentage like?
Well, we shot the ball fairly well. We were 7 of 16 from three-point land, and 26 of 51 overall. So overall, we were 51% from three-point land. In the game, we were 7 of 16, so 43%. So one thing I noticed, we only took 7 three-pointers in that second half, so we kind of didn't settle for shots there in that second half, especially in the fourth quarter. We were 1 of 2 in the fourth quarter. So Coach Metz is joining us now. Coach, well, come out here with a victory. We get up 8 or 9, and then we would let them right back in it. So
yeah, I thought that definitely at halftime. Me and Brent had talked about that. There were multiple opportunities for us to extend from being up 8 to 9 points and maybe push it to 14, 15, and maybe get them to not quit it, but quit a little bit and make things easier on us. But It's almost like we'd get us in that prime spot, and next thing you know, we'd kind of take our foot off the gas and relax and get lazy on the defensive end, and they'd get it right back where they wanted it.
One thing I know, especially in the first half, our turnovers, I had us for 9 turnovers in the first half. As I looked through there, a lot of them was our guards, and most of them was bad passes.
Yep.
I mean, it's what it comes down to. It's not traveling or double dribble.
Yep.
I mean, it's just a bad pass.
Error in typical, we would get the ball off defensive rebound, turn to go up the floor, and how many we have just airmail out of bounds to nobody. I don't even know who we were throwing to half the time. But, it's one of those things you have to be able to lock in mentally when you're tired. They played the same amount of games we had, but you could just tell that we were not sharp in a lot of characteristics. I kind of started my speech off there at the post game. We made a lot of what I'll call junior high mistakes, not having our hands up ready to catch the ball, maybe trying to throw it too hard from 2 feet at each other, throwing it out of bounds, just things that are not characteristic of this team and what we do that we haven't seen in the first 3 games. So, chalk it up a little bit to us not just being mentally sharp, being mentally ready to go, but also I'm going to give our kids a little bit of a pat on the back from the stance of having enough grit, being down 4, being tired with 3 minutes, 13 seconds to go, and not panicking and still being able to pull off, 5 points?
Yeah,
5-point victory.
66-61.
So what are your big takeaways from the week here at Richmond, Coach?
I think the biggest thing for us, I think we are figuring out who has to show up, who do we have to get the ball to in the spots that we have to get them the ball to, and when they take that away, what do we go to? So that's kind of my thing offensively. Defensively, we can't find in our part of the state 2 better 6'8", 6'9" guys to go against to help us get ready for sectional.
Right.
We're going to have to face 6'6", 6'7" in sectional, and I thought we showed that barring foul trouble and putting guys at the line, we've got the capability to do that. And that's the great thing about coming up here. You're not always going to find great competition year in and year out on your schedule because a lot of teams come and go in cycles with talent and who they have, but coming up here knowing that you're going to have the opportunity to play against good competition can really give you a lot of lessons to learn from and film to look at to be able to self-correct and be ready for this January stretch run that we've got coming up.
Yeah, I really thought it was a good dose of offense to set yourself against defensively. I thought we grew maybe better than any aspect of the game while we're here in Richmond as it progressed throughout the course of the week. And there were some gritty performances at times, especially the game prior to this one. I think we grew a bunch defensively. And just like offense, we kind of come and go in strides. But all in all, it was a great week to improve.
Yeah, it was. When we come into this, you don't ever want to sit there. We don't know who we're going to play in the second, third, and fourth matchup, but knowing that we were going to start off that first game with Northwood and knowing that they were a good, veteran-laden, experienced team coming off a 3A state title, a lot of those kids coming back, they were going to play us in a 3-2 zone that we hadn't seen yet this year, and it gave us varying levels of pressure. So that gives us on film now the ability to go back and work because we know we're going to see it against Greensburg. We know we're going to see it at different times because a lot of teams are going to take this defensive stance approach of we're not going to let Muckerhide get into the paint, so how do we play off that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good. I think all in all, I know you want to get back to your family and get these boys on the road, so we appreciate you taking the time to come up and talk to us.
And guys, I appreciate you coming up here and supporting the Chargers and giving the guys and the gals back home something to listen into, so thank you guys for being here also.
You bet.
Next game next week, next Friday night?
Next Friday night. Us and Hauser right now are undefeated. I don't want to sit there and say that game might determine the conference champion, but we definitely are going to have our hands full with the Jets, and I'm confident we're going to have a good week of practice to prepare and put it all on the line, and then hopefully a good ball game that we come out on the right side of.
We look forward to it, Coach, and enjoy your New Year's break and have a happy New Year, and we'll see you on the backside of it for more Charger basketball.
Guys, that sounds great. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Well, Todd, I think on behalf of Todd Maurer and Matt Morris, we're going to sign off here and call it a wrap from Richmond.
Let's head back to Decatur County, Matt.
Thank you all for listening. Have a good night, everybody.